Myself Sujan and welcome to News Tap 1. You are listening to today's special news feature. Bangladesh has once again been jolted by a grim reminder of the violence women and girls continue to face every single day. A half-yearly report published by Bangladesh Mahila Parishad BMP has revealed a shocking figure. Between January and June this year, 1,555 women and girls became victims of violence. Tonight, we will break down what this data means, why it matters, and how it reflects a deep and systematic failure in ensuring safety, justice, and dignity for half the nation's population. The report compiled by Bangladesh Mahila Parishad is based on information gathered from 15 national dailies. According to this data, in just 6 months, women and girls were subjected to violence. That means, on average, more than 8 women are targeted every single day. These are not just numbers, behind each statistic is a human being, a family, and a shattered dream. The figures represent survivors of rape, attempted rape, domestic violence, dowry related abuse, sexual harassment, and even murder. What this shows is a consistent, heartbreaking reality. Women in Bangladesh remain highly vulnerable, whether inside their homes, on the streets, or in workplaces. Let us take a closer look at the forms of violence highlighted. Among the cases, sexual violence, particularly rape and attempted rape, continues to be alarmingly high. Domestic violence also remains widespread, often linked to disputes over dowry or financial pressures. We also see disturbing reports of women being tortured by family members and, in many cases, young girls being targeted, proving that age is no protection. Each of these categories reveals the same painful truth. Violence against women is not an isolated crime but a pattern that cuts across class, geography, and social boundaries. The question arises, why in 2025 are women still not safe in Bangladesh? Human rights activists point to several factors. First, there is a culture of impunity. Many perpetrators go unpunished because survivors fear social stigma or because police and judicial processes fail them. Second, there are deep rooted patriarchal attitudes where women are often treated as subordinates, their rights dismissed, and their voices are silenced. Third, there is a lack of institutional protection. Laws exist on paper but weak enforcement means every little changes on the ground. In short, the problem is not just individual crimes but a systematic failure. Behind every case of violence, there is a survivor, and the trauma does not end with the incident. Physical injuries may heal, but psychological scars often last a lifetime. Victims face social ostracism, blame, and sometimes even pressure from families to stay silent. For young girls, education is disrupted. For working women, careers are derailed. For many, trust in society and institutions is broken permanently. This is not just violence against individuals, it is violence against the future of the nation. The Bangladesh Mahila Parishad report also questions the role of institutions meant to protect women. There are laws such as the Women and Children Repression Prevention Act, but enforcement remains weak. Shelters for survivors are too few. Counseling and medical support often remain inaccessible. Civil society organizations continue to call on the government to treat violence against women as a national emergency, not as isolated crimes. The lack of swift trials and the delays in delivering justice further erode confidence in the system. So, what needs to change? Human rights defenders stress the importance of strict enforcement of law. They call for gender sensitive policing, faster trials, and stronger victim support systems. Public awareness campaigns must challenge cultural attitudes that normalize violence. And above all, there must be political will. Because without it, reports will continue to be published, numbers will continue to rise, and women will continue to suffer. Even in the face of such grim statistics, women's rights organizations in Bangladesh remain determined. Groups like Bangladesh Mahila Parishad continue to collect data, demand accountability, and give survivors a platform. Grassroots activists, lawyers, and journalists are fighting every day to change the narrative. Their message is clear: silence is not an option, justice must be delivered, and violence must end. The struggle is long, but the courage of survivors and activists is a beacon of hope. As we close tonight's feature, let us reflect on what the numbers truly mean. 1,555 women and girls in just 6 months. These are not just statistics, they are lives lost, dreams shattered, and futures stolen. Bangladesh stands at a crossroads. Will society continue to tolerate this violence, or will there be a collective push to ensure safety, dignity, and justice for every woman and girl? The choice and the responsibility belongs to all of us. You were listening to our special report on violence against women in Bangladesh based on the latest half yearly findings of the Bangladesh Mahila Parishad. Thank you for staying with us.